Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are all doing well. So United returned to action tonight and it was 2-0 over Burnley. Vincent Kompany's Burnley, and United are through to the last 8 in the Carabao Cup. Yes, goals from Eriksen and Rashford meant United got the win, and United turned up and got the victory on the night, although it weren't vintage stuff. Now, I didn't turn up because there was a reduced capacity at Old Trafford to 62,000 due to some strikes in England, in the UK at the moment. Now, I fully support those strikes, so I didn't mind too much, and my seat was obviously impacted, but the fans that did turn up to Old Trafford tonight got to see United get a win, and it was an interesting 11. Dubravka, Aaron Wan-Bissaka got a start for Manchester United. Casemiro was at centre-back due to Maguire, who had illness. Malacia, Casemiro, Bruno, Eriksen, Rashford were the players that came straight from the World Cup and straight into Manchester United's 11. And Shaw and Fred were on the bench, although they came on as substitutes in the second half. It was an interesting front three for United with Garnacho, Rashford, Martial in that front three. And that front three did combine to create some chances in the first half whilst Burnley started, and they were confident on the ball and confident in possession. They were also sloppy on a few occasions as well, and that presented opportunities for Manchester United. Garnacho had a chance, but he just didn't put his foot through it enough. It was after about 8 minutes, Burnley gifted United the ball. Rashford wins it back. Bruno slips it, Garnacho in, and his shot just didn't have enough purchase on it. And then he was put through again. Bruno flicked it through to Martial, who held the ball up, turned really well, slipped the pass in for Garnacho, and you're thinking, go on Garnacho, run in and get another goal. You ended the Fulham game with that winner. Go and get a goal in this game. But unfortunately, he overran the ball, and Garnacho was bright and lively, but on the 2 occasions when he really had a chance to make him pay, he didn't unfortunately deliver. But as I said, Burnley were confident in possession, and they also always had their chances. But United's pressure did eventually pay off. 1-0 for Manchester United, and it was a great move. Fantastic pass on Bruno to Aaron Wan-Bissaka on the back post. He was on the stretch, but it was a quality volley pass across the box, and Eriksen got the tap in for Manchester United. He scored against Fulham, and he got the goal now either side of the World Cup, having gone there with Denmark. It was disappointing for Denmark, but Eriksen making his return for Manchester United and making it a happy return for Manchester United with that goal. I can't lie though, I thought him and particularly McTominay failed to dominate that midfield across, both halves of the game. I thought McTominay was a little bit sloppy at times, could have done better on the ball. He never shows for the ball as well. He's always hiding behind players. We're playing Burnley here in the Championship, and all due respect, I think Burnley have been fantastic under Kompany this season, and they're a team that are no longer hoofing it. They're trying to play football, they're confident in possession, and you have to give them credit. But McTominay is not even showing for the ball against a Championship team. So what's he doing in the Premier League? Do you know what I mean? He's doing the same things, and he's got to do more in these games for me. But I also thought Eriksen could have done a little bit better, despite the fact the goal was fantastic. His run for the goal was fantastic. Dubravka, really shaky as well for Manchester United. Casemiro, who played at centre-back, I thought he did well throughout the game. There was one moment in the second half where he was a little bit sloppy, but I thought generally did well, cleared one off the line in the first half as Burnley made a good reaction to going behind. And then Martial drew a good save from the goalkeeper as well. McTominay pouncing on the ball, slipping in Anthony Martial. He had some good feet in the box to make some space and take the shot, but it was a save that took a deflection on the way, and it went wide, and it was 1-0 at half-time for Manchester United. Second half, Burnley did start bright. McTominay, as I said, started sloppy. He gave the ball away. They had a poor shot wide, which they maybe could have done better from, and then Marcus Rashford made it 2-0 for Manchester United with an absolutely incredible goal. Unreal goal on the break. He picked the ball up in his own half. He took the run all the way into Burnley's half, got to the edge of the box, beat his man, got the shot away. It was an incredible goal from Marcus Rashford, and he looks like he's brought his confidence from scoring goals for England at the World Cup, criminally underused by Gareth Southgate. Came in, got his 9th goal of the season for Manchester United, and it was a fantastic goal, and it was a good run from Anthony Martial as well to take the defence away from Marcus Rashford as he approached the box. I thought Anthony Martial, maybe there was a few occasions where he hung out wide a little bit too much, and you want to see him get in the middle of the box. The Eriksen goal was one of those occasions, and maybe you should be looking at Eriksen scoring and thinking, I should be tapping that in there. But generally speaking, I thought his all-round play was really good today. He created the chance for Garnacho in the first half. another few good bright moments in the first half, and then in the second half I thought his play all round was quite good. He came off as a substitute. We want to see more of him in terms of in and around the box and getting his shots away, and we've got to build him up, and I think that's what Ten Hag was doing. I wanted to see him get him 90 minutes, but he didn't get 90 minutes, and you're thinking maybe Ten Hag doesn't want to push things with him. He had those couple of 45 minutes for the in those mid-season, pre-season kind of games that we just had during the World Cup. Before that, he played against Fulham, and it's a long time between then. He was just coming back from injury, so we need to build him up. He did come off as a substitute for Elanga. Shaw came on for Wan-Bissaka. Anthony came on for Garnacho. Rashford took the Burnley defender, can't remember who it was, to absolute nutmeg City as he megged him and sent him for a hot dog. United got a little bit sloppy after going up 2-0. Ashley Barnes had a few chances for them. He could have done better from them, probably should have been scoring. But Manchester United in the end did keep a clean sheet, and I'm surprised because Dubravka, as I said before, was very, very shaky all night. There was a moment where he was dispossessed towards the end of the game as well, and they failed to get it, a shot away. But in the end, Manchester United got through. 2 goals. There was another few good moments as well. We probably should have had a few more goals in the bag. A clean sheet. We've got a lot of our players back from the World Cup involved and getting some minutes under their belt. Apart from the likes of obviously Varane and Martinez. Maguire was ill today. But I thought, Malasia's performance was decent. Casemiro's was decent. Eriksen's could have been better, but he did really well with the goal. Bruno really worked really hard. Rashford looked bright. Shaw and Fred got minutes off the bench. So those guys are coming back. I thought Martial, whilst he'll want to get a goal, I thought his general performance was quite good as well. We need to get David De Gea back in between the sticks, obviously. Dubravka not looking very good today. But generally speaking, good result for Manchester United. And now we've got, 6 days until that game against Nottingham Forest, who also went through in the Cup today. The last day of the Cup at the moment is looking like Leicester, Newcastle, Southampton, Wolves, Forest, Manchester United. It will be Liverpool or City, and Charlton beat Brighton on penalties, and they've gone through as well. So Charlton through. You've got a lot of Premier League teams in there, obviously. It's all Premier League teams apart from Charlton, who have made their way through. Leicester, Newcastle, Southampton, Wolves, Forest. They'll fancy their chances. But Manchester United got a big opportunity to get a trophy in this competition, and we're through in this game. My man of the match today, Marcus Rashford. I thought his performance was really, really good. Well done to him, and a big result for Manchester United. So we're back into the swing of things with club football. United getting their win. I'll be at Old Trafford for the next game against Nottingham Forest on the 27th. Shame it's not a Boxing Day game. I enjoy those Boxing Day games. But nevertheless, I'll get to chill at home and watch the rest of the Boxing Day football before going to Old Trafford on the 27th. And of course, we've got the draw for the League Cup, last 8 tomorrow after that City against Liverpool game. So, yeah, the season's heating up again. I'll see you next time. Make sure you're keeping it locked. See you in a bit.